should now be live. Good evening, everybody. I'm just going to check everything's working okay. Would appear to be smashing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the usual Triclaw Wednesday stream. I haven't done a Wednesday stream in a while since Fallout joined the channel. How are we all doing? Hello, Smaug, the monster, Jow. So yes, back on Prehistoric Kingdom today, and I already find myself slightly disappointed. So, Prehistoric Kingdom had its 1.12 update yesterday, I believe it was, and in the update logs it says added tutorials to help you understand how to make and I thought, oh, they've added more tutorials. But they haven't. they've actually the tutorial for the game is still disabled. So my plan for the stream, which was to play the tutorials, has gone for a bit of a burden, and I'm a little hang on, I can see we're having some internet problems. What's going on here? Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of dropped frames. What's going on here? What's going on? Are we okay now? I think we're back to being okay now. Yes, that was weird. The internet went a bit bizarre there for a minute. Yeah, but I think we're back to being fine. Sorry about that, folks. Right, yes. So, yeah, the tutorials are in-game tutorials that are designed to teach you, like, basic things rather than actual tutorial levels. So, the plan for the stream today has been kind of cruelly taken off me. So, I thought instead we would just have a look at all the stuff they've added in a kind of sandboxy sort of arrangement. So I'm going to flatten out a big sort of... Oh dear. That didn't go well, did it? This is where I have to... This is where I have to kind of remember what the controls were. So yeah, we are just going to basically kind of mess around today. We're not going to attempt to build a bug because, like, this game is just takes too long of a time, really, for that in a stream. But we do have a lot more new stuff to play around with. What type of ground path have they used? It's not that. What is this ground texture they've used? Oh, it's not ground texture, it's actually a... That's That's a bit greedy on the old piece count. They've used floor pieces to do the base of this structure. Well, I'm not going to do that. We're going to use good old standard paving and stuff because... what type shall we use? Oh yeah, we got a few new ones. We use the hexagons. I like the hexagons. Angle snap, please. Excellent. Right. Yes, a lot of creative freedom with this game. That is principally what it sells itself on. So we have an awful lot of stuff now to look over. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's a... oh. Wow. So I haven't played this in about... I don't know, half a year? Oh, so we now have a bunch of placeable structures. Look at that. These are quite cute. These are the Stone Age buildings. Okay. Let's just have a look. Let's put down like a couple of buildings of each type. Oh, wow. I like the Stone Park entrance. Okay, let's put down like a tropical restaurant. Like I say, I'm not trying to build a park here. What I want to do is just kind of like place some things down and just kind of have a look. That's adorable. Okay, we're facing the same problems that we have in flipping Jurassic World Evolution, with things not being flat. By the way, the shadow and object pop-in, that is just the way the game is. I can't do anything about it, trust me. It's still a problem that the game has at the moment. I love the cute little difference between the design elements here. Let's like build one of each. What type is this? Basic. And then we have arid. And then, I see. This is interesting. So instead of having to like... So something about prehistoric, something about Planet Zoo and stuff is that the insides of shops you generally have to like place down yourself. Whereas here we're now getting like a whole... I want to have a look at like one of these whole things and actually see what they offer. I want to have a look around the shop. I really like their design style for a lot of these buildings. Same with it. Has it messed up my... I said limit to 60, please. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is what like Jurassic World Evolution 3 needs to do. Like give us like the same building but just very different varieties of it. Oh yes, I've heard there's been flooding in Spain, Smaug, and I hope you're staying safe. How do I go to first person? I know you can. I thought you could. Is it just screenshot mode? No. I was sure you could go to first person view. I just cannot figure out. Park power. Oh wow, we got loads more options for power plants now. There's a lot more here than there was when I last played. I love the steg. I love the weird teapot. The teapots. That teapot is certainly unique, shall we say? Not quite a Stegosaurus, not quite a Diplodocus. Something in the middle. What else have we got here? Oh, I like the fossils. 0% off. Plushy woolly mammoths. A lot of teapots and cups. Oh, both sides of the shop are the same. Still quite funny. Wow. I see the frame rate issue has still not really been corrected. It's still having trouble. This is a shame. One of the big things they need to work on with this is that they really do need to sort out the optimization. Because there's just no reason for it to run as badly as it does. Right, let's get some dinosaurs in. Because that's what we're mostly interested in here. Oh, we got so many new fence types now. Angle snap, please. Look how easy it is. I'm pretty impressed that they've this fence tool is so smooth. Like, it is doing exactly what I want it to do. Look at that. Nice. Nice fence, too. Yeah, I think my PC is not liking running this. I'm going to have to try and figure out the best settings to run this at. Because it definitely pushes my system a little bit. But I really don't think it should. Graphically, it's not that fantastic, so I need to like figure out that. Let's put in some water. Oh, I'm gonna have to relearn everything here. Terrain? Ah, there we go. Okay, and tropical, wetland, gravel. I really miss having like a gravel or shale texture for Jurassic World Evolution 2. For me, sometimes it depends on the map when it comes to frame rates. Yeah. This is the newest map, or one of the newest maps, so I can understand why... What's with the internet speed? Seems like everything is against me today. Like, I'm having trouble with the internet, and I'm having trouble with the game. I'm actually going to try something I saw online and just drop it. Down slightly in terms of resolution. Hope that helps a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Smaug. Like I say, the game is in early access. I'm having internet problems. And this game is, for some reason, pushing the my system harder than it should. Please bear with me. Right. Dinosaurs. Actually, where is my... I'm just going to bring up Task Manager. I want to see what's going on here. Wow, okay. It is maxing out my GPU. Sorry folks, I'm just trying to get it to a point where, like, you know, you guys have a decent experience and is not being too laggy for you guys. Right, dinosaurs. Animal care? Animal care... Oh look, enrichment. That's new. Housing? Okay, no housing. Ooh, some of these are cool though. I mean, I wouldn't really call that housing. It's a dome. That's more like housing. Okay, if it's not in the dinosaur bit, park services. There we go. Animal nursery. I'm assuming it doesn't have to be of a certain size. I'll place a large one just in case it does have to be a certain size. Hopefully Jurassic World Evolution 3 brings back shale. Well, we can only hope. It's like one of the easier things that they can improve. You might want to try refreshing your browser, Smaug. Right, dinosaurs. Oh, Christ. I remember when the flipping early access came out, there was 5. Wow, there is a lot more now. This is feeling a lot more complete as a game. I haven't seen most of these. I want to have a look through these. Wow. That's the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, Kakaro. I can see what you're doing there, devs. With the black and the red on the crests. I see what you're doing there. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Cute. Okay, that's staff. How do I go? Ah, there we go. Okay. Acro, I think, was in the game when it came out, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen... We'll go there. Whatever. We'll go through them all. In case folks haven't seen. Ooh. I really like that as the Acro. Subtle difference for male and female. Look at the silo. Maybe we can have a fluffy one. See, I like the option of having between fluffy and non-fluffy. Also, look at that. A mixed diet of meat and insects. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Please, can we start having a mixed diet for things? Obviously, the duck. Not really a big fan of all the duck skins, to be honest. A bit bland. This is a... See, this is a Dilo. This is the Dilo I want in Jurassic World. I want an adult one. I want one of a proper size. Because it looks so much better when it's properly sized. Meat and fish. Interesting. So they have gone with the most up-to-date paleontology on it, which is good. I like that. Obviously, the Spino we already know and absolutely adore. Just fantastic tadpole boy. Adore it. Oh, I see what they've done with the dinosaur. Okay, so it used to be that Tarbosaurus was included with the T-Rex. But now it's its separate thing. Okay. Torvosaurus gurnai. That skin is kind of gross, not gonna lie. Torvosaurus teneri. This is nice. I like the volcanic skin. That's nice. Weird head. I really want Torvo to be in the next game. I think it's definitely one of those animals that they should definitely consider. And then, of course, we have Chunky T-Rex, Molten T-Rex, and Fluffy T-Rex, which I still think is my favourite of all of them. Fluffy Rex is just cute. And the Velociraptor, a proper Velociraptor. Oh, I really like that one. That sort of iridescent green-blue. I really like that. Okay. Apatosaurus is, I'm pretty sure, what came in the newest patch. Kind of a strange posture having the head up that high. Argentinosaurus was in the game originally. Absolutely huge. Brachy, which I haven't actually seen because they put the Brachy in, I think, earlier on this year. Quite like that. That's a nice skin. A Brontosaurus. Ooh, I like the stripes. These neck stripes, it reminds me of Leviathan and his crew's Jurassic World Evolution 1 Seismosaurus mod. Oh yeah, definitely a 5-star animal as well, you know. Camarasaurus. Yeah, it got the head looking correct. And we got 2 different species of Camarasaurus. 3 different species of Camarasaurus. I think Supremus is my favorite in terms of coloration. Platyosaurus, which is an animal that really ought to be in the game already. That seems a bit small. Oh, hang on. So that's Gracilis, and then you have the bigger version. Okay. And then of course we have what's new to this patch, Ankylosaurus, coming in a wonderful green, a wonderful brown, or walking with dinosaurs yellow. I think the colorations in the hatchery are a bit muted, because this is obviously the yellow and black one. But love it. Scelidosaurus, probably one of the cutest ankylosaurids. Again, another animal I think really should be in nice colour. Should be in Jurassic World Evolution 3. Chironosaurus, with its nice blue crest. Dryo, classic green, and we have a feathery variant. Edmontosaurus, pretty standard. Iguanodon. Interesting design with quite prominent osteoderms. Quite a strange posture as well. Those front legs look a bit too close to the back legs. Lambio, which I believe has been in the game since the launch of the early access. Lileniasaura. Adorable little fluffy boy. Cute. These models really set high expectations for all other dinosaur games. Yes, they do, Smaug. They definitely do. I mean, I think this game sets a very high level for itself. I don't necessarily think it meets its expectations. There's still a lot of rough edges. I'm very surprised at how badly the game runs still. I'm very surprised there's so much pop in, but I love this Orano. This Orano is beautiful. Apart from the fact I think the tail should be straight out, and I think it should be on 4 legs more, but beautiful coloration. And then obviously we have all the different models of Parasaurolophus. What on earth is Ugranaluk? What? Arctic? I've never heard of this dinosaur. I need to... Where the heck is my... I'm writing this guy down. What on earth? I'm going to investigate this one after the stream. Oh, it's the Alaskan Edmontosaurus. Right, okay. Oh, I assume the name is Inuit of some description then, in that case. The Nasuto's been here since launch. such a better looking version than Jurassic World's. Pachyrhinosaurus. Really nice. Different species. So if I do have a criticism here already. I think it's a little bit cheeky of them to put different species as, because if you're just scrolling through this looks like a really big list of animals. But if you actually compress some of them into their species, or genuses even, it would be shorter. I would rather they were all in their genuses and I just scrolled through them by clicking on a genus rather than each genus having its own thing. If they're going to give them unique skins, that's fine, but at the moment, I just keep them all under one thing. Protoceratops, another species we really should have in Jurassic World Evolution. I'm glad to hear that, Berenson. The taco. Again, another Jurassic World species. Styraco, I believe, came with the game's launch. Trikes. Not a massive fan of their trike. Why is it that when it comes to designing ceratopsians, no one seems to understand that the frill is the bit that should be the display, and the display should be like really bright? Like all these trikes, it's like the frill is exactly the same as the body color, and this is the male. The difference between the male and the female is not very much. Kind of disappointed there. The mammoths. It's just a, woolly elephant. This is the is this what's typically called the cave lion, I think? Generically is known as the cave lion. Cuddly. And then we have Smilodon fatalis and Smilodon populator. This is basically what they look like in Walking with Beasts, I'm pretty sure. And then we have one woolly rhino. Woolly rhino is the weirdest thing. Such a strange evolutionary oddity. And then obviously Elasmotherium. Then we have the species of Indracathis, so Paraceratherium. And Cynotherium, which is just a non-woolly rhino. So yeah, a lot more new animal in here. I am going to create some of these ankylos because I want to see... Ah, look at that. The female ankylos are so much are a bit bigger than the males, which is what it should be. Female dinosaurs are often bigger than their male counterparts. That's interesting that they went with that. So what do I do now? I'm trying to remember. Release. Ah. There they are, look. Look how that's a much better look at their skin, much brighter.
Ankylosaurs
Oh,
are
hello,
built
Nigel.
like tanks, and none of them more so than the mighty Ankylosaurus. Although the unarmoured belly of Ankylosaurus may seem like a weak point, its body is wide and low to the ground, making it very difficult to flip over should any large theropods get any bright ideas.
Honestly, them getting Nigel Marvin to do the voices in this game, such a good idea. Because, you know, for people of my generation especially, is Nigel Marvin referring to Jurassic World? Maybe that was a cheeky reference. I mean, theropods flipping ankylosaurs, it was around since before Jurassic World. It was principally what paleontologists believed was the theropods' response to ankylosaurs. I've got artwork from the late 80s and early 90s of theropods trying to flip ankylosaurs over. But it is possible that is also a little reference to the Indo. His accent is more British than scones. I'm trying to remember where Nigel Marvin is from. His accent is difficult for me to place. I'm not very good with accents in this country. But yeah, look how lovely this is. And also basically the Walking with Dinosaurs colours. The white, the yellow, the black. Ankylosaurus has never looked so good. Shall we give them something to live with? Fives! What the fuck? To quote Blackadder, in English we say good morning. Fives, you can't just go and drop 100 quid like that without warning me. You're gonna kill me, dude. Thank you. Nice to see you again. Where have you been? I hope you're doing alright. Oh, sorry, Dane. I'm in trouble. Where are the modular? And then environmental. Ah, there are the rocks. Okay. Interesting. Can we change the rock type? Oh, we can. Sort of. Righto. Sorry. This is obviously going to make it a lot quicker, because this is obviously one of the things about this game that's, you know, a serious problem, is it takes so long to build anything. So them adding stuff like this is actually really kind of helpful. You guys did see that change colored, right? Oh, look, they're just having a wallow. Is he having a wallow or is he having a drink? Maybe it's both. They're all having a drink. Right, let's get some trees. Trees. Norfolk pine. Could we have actually some tall trees? These seem all a bit short. That's a little better. Fine. Been doing good, man. Work been busy, but noticed the notification, so thought I'd stop by just in time to hear my boy Nigel have a yap. Glad to see you sticking to the streams. Keep it up, hot stuff. Your blatant flirting aside, Fives, I'm glad to hear you're doing alright. I was a bit worried when you suddenly disappeared off the face of the planet. But I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Where are, like, the really big pond plants? Also, thank you for the 50 quid. Arrowroot? I'm sure there are lilies and stuff like that. Clover. Arrowwood. Horsetails. Papyrus. Papyrus is a water. But where are the lilies? This is probably the other problem with modular games like this. Okay, we'll use we'll put in some cattails. Cattails? I thought they were called horsetails. Rhododendrons. They're quite cute. I mean, if that shocks you, Smell, then you probably don't want to hear about how much money me and Dane have spent on Christmas already. These are all wetland trees. Okay. Oh, they are actually... Oh, hang on a minute. That's... Hang on a second here. You're supposed to be giving me good water quality, game. So why have you disabled viewing the stuff under the water? That's not correct. Maybe it's under something else. Maybe it's under terrain. Okay, that's very bizarre that you can no longer see stuff underwater. it's cinematic. What does it do? Nothing. Cinematic. It's a bug. It seems it's a bug. It is an early access game. I keep telling myself. If Christmas is a time of giving, why doesn't the government give me money instead of me paying? Well, we actually, that is quite funny. Hello, Robert. We've just had the English budget over here, so where the government tells people how much they're going to be taxed and stuff. People are making such a loud noise over, like, oh, maybe like a few tax increases, but the government's taxing all the rich people, so I'm like, it's not affecting most of us. It's gone suddenly dark and cloudy here in the USA. Like I said, I'm not doing this seriously. I'm also a bit annoyed that, like, the underwater isn't working correctly. Because these all look really bizarre. What a nice tree here. That's nice. No early access game is complete without bugs. That is certainly true. What's in the new update? Well, Ankylosaurus. Oh, look, guests. Guests that walk upstairs. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Hang on, there's something. No. There's something I want to check. Hang on. Where is it in? Have we got like a modular? Aha! Have they got like a modular sitting area, or just like a little pre-made seating area? Yeah. Something like this. I'm curious about something, folks. Will anyone come to sit on the benches? No. It's the big question. If you have benches in the game, people must come sit on them. And I don't think Prehistoric Kingdom's guests sit on benches yet. Ah. Moist. I've just realised we don't have any way for anyone to actually view our magnificent animals, so shall we put in a gallery of some sort? Ooh, what sort of gallery shall we have? Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, we'll just put down like a simple one. Okay, that changes the color of... See, this is what I'm talking about with Jurassic World Evolution. This is what we need. Just give us the building, but let us decide what the whole thing then looks like. Hang on a minute, hang on. Can we put it down? And can we then change it from here? Okay, can we... Multiple park issues can wait a minute. We can. Just like if we were using an amenity system. Oh, glass for those of you who are scared of heights. I think metal makes sense. Okay. And then this one, what does this one do? This one changes... Oh, this one is changing here. So this allows you to change the floor texture and stair textures while keeping the banisters and everything as they are. That's such a good idea. I'm gonna assume the thing they're complaining about is not being able to access our wonderful dinosaurs. I've forgotten what thing I was using as... Which one was it? Oh, there you go. There we go. Now they can access the viewing gallery. I mean, this is fast becoming capable of being played like Jurassic World Evolution, where you just put down prefabricated bits. It's obviously definitely a step in the right direction. What they need to... Oh, look at this. So this is creating food for the dinosaurs to eat. Like actually growing stuff on site. That's a really interesting mechanic. This is all obviously for digging up fossils. Basic staff center. Yeah, because so this over here, this is apparently a basic loading bay. So this is all to provide your park with like the basic services that it requires to actually like feed the animals and stuff. So they're going for a very in-depth logistical aspect to this game, which I think is going to be really interesting. Oh my god, they are using the binoculars. Kind of. Is it me? Oh, for a second I thought they all had their eyes shut. I was like, that's kind of weird. Guests interacting with things. and not just like randomly spawning. Food production do add to the management system, definitely. I think that's a really interesting aspect of gameplay, especially Prehistoric Park. Again, Nigel Marvin, you know, highlighted some of the problems. You know, we've got power production as well, but again, a good range of different power production methods. I love the little geothermal power plant. Modular prefabs. Okay, so these are all the modular made prefabricated stuff in game. Large planter. That's kind of cute. We have another one. Oh, we have quite a few. Oh, that's too big. Natural aviary. Oh, we've got some. Where are these located then? Oh, natural aviaries. So, is there only the one? Just the natural aviary that we can put down? This is new. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, stuff it. I'm putting one down. What can we do with it? Really? Look at this. This is just... We can make it look like a log cabin. Jesus. Change the substrate inside. Roof material. It's not like the proper roof material. It's like the little outer edge material. Animal information signs. All It's snowing. That's new. Jesus, that's actually really thick snow. I suddenly can't see. Oh, I may have accidentally done something with OBS. I don't want to log in. I just want to... I accidentally hit login on Streamlabs and now I can't get back to... Nope. I'll just go back. I cannot go back. Okay, we'll just carry on. We'll just carry on. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this amount of modification. That snow is killing my frame rate though. Ugh. They're definitely going to have to work on making this run better. That's the stairs. Bamboo. Look, you can place everything down from this menu. Absolutely everything can be modified. Do not tap on glass. No climbing on fences. What an amazingly well thought out system. Can I not just go back, Streamlabs, please? I'll sort that out afterwards. Kids near gorilla enclosure should take notes. One thing I am surprised with is that it comes with Microraptor as standard. Oh, hang on. Oh! Look at that. I mean, it's a bit of a shame they don't actually have things written in here. That's very cool. It's still tipping it down with snow. Snow building up on the ground. I assume that's, you know, going to be a future thing. We're going to have active, like, weather effects on the ground. Wow, this is packing up quite a lot. Shall we put in something with more teeth? I think we're going with something with more teeth. We're going to need like a proper... Chain link fence, I think, is not sufficient. I think a proper Jurassic Park style fence. There we go. Now the bloody snow has stopped and I can see what I'm doing. They need to work on that. That snow was very annoying. Permian animals are supposed to be coming. Yeah, there are a lot of animals that are apparently coming. Let's make this water a little deeper. Now, I think this sort of water system, I think this is what people expect the next Jurassic game to do. I think that's never going to be Jurassic World Evolution. Just because of the sheer amount of complexity it adds. Let's just treat the game like Jurassic World Evolution and see what I can do. Vegetation. Wetlands. Mangroves, reeds. Reeds. Let's go for like mid-density but make it quite large. Now, if we could actually see these reeds under the water as well, that would look fine. They look weird because we can't see under the water at the moment. What about rocks? Plants? Okay, so rocks we still have to place manually. But when you've got stuff like this... was tiny. It's certainly getting easier and quicker to build stuff in this game, which is obviously like one of the biggest problems this game has over, let's say, Jurassic World Evolution, is that it just takes so long to create stuff. I really don't like the fact you can't see under the water. It really bugs me. These are some very thick mangroves. How does it do if I want to, here's a good test for it. Let's say I want to mix this with some nicely coloured seasonal forest. Look at that, ladies and gents. It doesn't replace it. It just layers it over the top. Look how easy. Look how easy it was to do that. Yeah, I don't think we're getting deep water. I just don't see how they could do it without spending the whole 2-year period remaking the entirety of the game's systems. Did that get rid of? It did. It did. It got rid of a little bit of vegetation. Right. What shall we put in here? I haven't actually seen the acro yet. Actually, it's gonna have to be the J-Pod car. You coming for noms? Obviously, some interactivity with the meat and stuff needs to be done. I kind of want to do this enclosure properly. Let's, we got like some mud or something? What is this? What is this texture? Substrate. Rock. Gravel. Pebbles. Mud. Okay. That's too intense for 55%. Crikey. Accidentally clicked something. It's gone cloudy again. I wish this rain would stop. It's been raining for like days at this point. If we're getting semi-aquatics, fences will probably be able to be connected to lagoons, and given the chance to connect ramps to the lagoons that allow access for the semi-aquatic species. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are expecting them to do like placeable deep water lagoons and stuff. I don't understand how. Do you know how much work it would be for them to change how the lagoon animals currently work now? You'd basically be asking them to redesign the entire lagoon system. He's got a loud roar on him. Thank you, Robert. Blimey, we're getting all the donations today, aren't we? Are you building in the UK? No, Colt, we are building in America. Oh, I see. Was that a reference to it raining? You know it doesn't rain that much in the UK. Water looks kind of dirty from far. Well, it's because obviously the substrate choices you put behind. Oh, this is Lee. I put the wrong substrate down. Do we not have one that's like... What is this? This is like dark gravel. That is rock. That is grass. That's quite nice. This is mud. Oh, let's just do a traditional Jurassic World evolution and use sand. Ooh. Oh, I can't help but notice we didn't get a thingy from Nigel Marvin about the Carcharodontosaurus. Oh, maybe I have to actually like click on him. Maybe. Where am I? Where's my car? There we go.
Dun 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 dun. Watch out! Here comes the shark lizard, Carcharodontosaurus.
You really
Despite
did
the name, this is a terrestrial animal, not an aquatic one. You can think of it as a land shark, well suited to catching large prey, with an incredibly muscular body and wickedly serrated teeth.
Nigel Marvin just tried to do a Jaws pun. He's such a dad. Okay. I feel like we're a bit bare over here. Let's forest things up a bit. Tyrannosaurus is lost amongst the reeds. I think we can afford to put something else in. Oh, we should probably have something for the like. This makes sense. Can we have angle snap, please? Delightful. Even I will accept, as the park builder I am, that that is a shitty placement for that building. I think we could do with changing this a bit. It's a shame we cannot change. I'm assuming it's because these are individually placed elements. So if you want to change those, you'd have to go in and manually do... Look at these columns. They're Something I am going to say, the things they've created from modular pieces are really piece heavy. Like, look at these! Hang on, these are... They need to work on that. Because the modular piece, these prefab things, they've got to be efficient in their piece count. Piece count, piece count, piece count. It's so important with a game like this. So yeah, they got to work on that a bit. Got to make them efficient. Do we not have like a small or a rusticy style of one? No, that'll do. It's only for looks at the end of the day. There was something I was going to do, wasn't there? I said we were going to put something else in here. Okay. Let's put in... Bronto is the new one, isn't it? Hello, Barons. How big are these guys? Oh, wow. I still feel like I'm using barely any room here. Like in Jurassic World Evolution, you make a paddock this big and you put like 2 sauropods in and they're like, oh god no, it's still too small. The scaling in this game is it takes some getting used to. I love the colours on this guy.
That sound you're hearing isn't thunder. It's the earth-shaking stomp of a brontosaurus. These dinosaurs have been shaking the big screen for over 100 years, starting with one of the first ever animated films, Gertie the Dinosaur. Gertie was never the best behaved dinosaur, so hopefully we won't have as much trouble trying to keep this brontosaurus in line.
I'm surprised he didn't reference the fact that the dinosaur has gone in and out of being a true dinosaur. Where's the Orion? Orions? I've been doing a lot of Star Trek video editing. Oranosaurus.
Just look at that. This sailback dinosaur is Ororanosaurus, an ornithopod related to both the thumb-spiked iguanodonts and the duck-billed
Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced?
I wouldn't get too close, though. Just like its iguanodontian cousins, the thumbs of Uranosaurus sport a sharp conical claw. When they're feeling feisty, they come out swinging like a boxer.
Did you guys just notice he pronounced Oranosaurus in 2 completely different ways? The first time he said Ororanosaurus, and the second time he said Oranosaurus. Do you think when he was reading the script and he said Ororanosaurus, do you think he thought to himself, oh shit, I've just gonna call it I've just pronounced it wrong. Currently shooting a Lapra with James Bond. I have no idea. King Giga. You see, you can see the dinosaur feet under the water. So why can you not see the reeds and stuff? Very strange bug. A few lighting bugs here as well, aren't there? Oh, we got some natural path types too. That didn't level anything. Hang on, I told you to level the terrain. Okay, so terrain still won't level if you put path down. That's a bit annoying. Let's go have like a little... carnival. You need the appropriate sort of fence. So much variety in fence. Also, why are you trying to curve? Why are you trying to curve? I just wanted you to place straight. Glass fencing, another thing Jurassic World Evolution desperately needs. I don't like that sound. I prefer that. How it plays if I put like a really deep really deep hole. So dark. Where were those? No. No. Getting used to where everything is on the menus is definitely going to take time. Trees. I want deserty trees. Let's turn the density down. Oh! Christ! Okay, so you can just tap the mouse button and it make things. Don't have to hold it down. Okay. Okay. It's a bit unrefined. But as I'm fond of saying, there are tolerances here. I do hope they bring a few more specific rock colours in, like we did have. They seem to have gotten rid of them. Palm bomb. The foliage is top notch, although I suspect it might be why the performance requirements are so gross. I have a suspicion this lot needs to be optimized a bit. I'm gonna have to figure out why the water is not behaving. Okay, what shall we have in there? I think it's gonna have to be Dilo. The non-spitty sword. Oh. He turned out to be bigger than I suspected. Jurassic Park really has demented our view of the Dilophosaurus. I know the Dilophosaurus is that big. I did a flipping video on it. But even I was just like, oh, fuck. It's only when you actually see them being represented as big as they are that you think, oh crikey, these things are actually kind of big.
Dilophosaurus is such a gorgeous creature, with its magnificent double crest and that noticeable notch in its jaw. It's one of the most recognisable predators to ever live. I'll never understand the guests who think it isn't cool enough as it is. Fancy frills and baubles would only take away from such a beautiful but deadly creature.
Okay, that is definitely shade being thrown. Nigel Marvin throwing shade at Spielberg right there. It doesn't need frills or fancy baubles. It's interesting as it is. Classic. Someone mentioned Plateosaurus. Yeah, let's put up a couple of Plateosaurus in our big mixed enclosure. Let's go with the bigger variety. Let's go for the black ones. I have to say, while the game isn't running particularly as well as I would like, I am noticing, as we're putting stuff in, I'm not noticing a discernible reduction of that performance. So, even though it performs badly to begin with, it does seem like, in terms of actually the process of building the park, is not proving too detrimental to that performance, which is good.
Plateosaurus represents an incredibly ancient group of dinosaurs that predates the huge sauropods we all know and love. The name Plateosaurus has nothing to do with dishware, but with those stubby arms, it's very easy to imagine them carrying a plate to an all-you-can-eat salad buffet.
I love the fact that he's basically no different to how he is in Prehistoric Park. Honestly, Prehistoric Kingdom, go and find the guy who played Bill in Prehistoric Park and get him on your voice talent. I would love to have Bill back in the park as the long-suffering employee. I am just building dinosaurs, basically. I kind of want to see all of them in their glory, as well as also like playing around with the new fence types we've got. Why is it not giving me... It's in curve mode. How do I get rid of curve mode? I feel like there must be a way, right? I must be able just to create a blank 90-degree angle, surely. Oh, there we go. Ah, no. No. Okay, hang on. We're on the new coastal map. Maybe it's the angle snapping that's throwing it off? No. Oh, it's C. Oh, for heaven's sake, all this time I didn't see that thing down in the bottom corner. That was embarrassing. Did no one else notice that in the bottom where it said press the C button? I feel stupid now. Divide this area into two, it's quite big. Mangroves are here. It's really not difficult to get something that looks quite good. Which I think is... it's really what this game needs to, in order for it to, you know, go up against Jurassic World Evolution and other games like that. You know, it's got to be easy to play, and it is getting to that stage. I mean, I'm not, I'm not really trying to make something that looks good. And I would say so far everything feels like it's more or less passable. You know. Okay, let's put in. I just want to kind of try and show off as many dinosaurs as possible with this. Oh yeah, obviously they are meant for different players, but I think Prehistoric Kingdom is fast getting to the point where you could play Prehistoric Kingdom like Jurassic World Evolution fairly easily. I kind of want to see the tacos. And shall we have them live alongside... Let's go Scalido. Ah, the tacos are adorable.
Now this little fella is a Psittacosaurus. Just like other ceratopsians, Psittacosaurus is a herbivore, but its sharp beak and simple jaws are better suited to tough plant material such as nuts or seed. A word of advice though, be wary of that beak. They're a little nippy. It's always a pleasure to run into a fellow Brit so far away from home. Meet Solidosaurus, an early armoured dinosaur from England and Ireland. Remarkably, paleontologists have found specimens of every bone in the skeleton of Solidosaurus. An impressive feat, considering that many dinosaurs are only known from partial or even fragmentary skeletons.
It's bloody swimming. I mean, it's it's not the smoothest animation in the world, but it is swimming. As is the taco. What shall we have living next door? Velociraptors. I'll put in some velociraptors. Which one was it? Which was the iridescent one? That one.
Blink and you'll miss it. Here comes the speedy thief, Velociraptor. By far the most popular feature of Velociraptor is its sickle-shaped killing claw. One of our interpreters loves to carry a replica with him to show to the children. It always seems to make a big impression.
That's got to be an Alan Grant reference, right? That's got to be an Alan Grant reference. I think let's change their environment to something a little bit more. That's it. Where did they all go? This one is hiding amongst the mangroves. I don't think that has the same ring to it as don't go into the long grass. Don't go into the mangroves! Doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Thank you for tuning in, Catherine. Nigel has a better script than most of The Last Jedi. I think we got enough space in here to have something else living alongside our tacos. I think time enough for one species more. There's also a Jurassic Park 3 reference with the Spinosaurus in Nigel's dialogue for the animal. Is there? We shall test this. It would bloody snow, wouldn't it?
While Tyrannosaurus is widely considered the largest predatory dinosaur in terms of sheer bulk, it's not the longest of them. In that competition, it's Spinosaurus who reigns supreme. The youngsters on our keeper staff tell me that online dinosaur forums are rife with arguments about which of the two titans would win in a fight. The mighty T-Rex or the magnificent Spinosaurus. I've never really thought about it. The two would never have met during the Cretaceous. But now, after seeing them in the flesh, I wonder.
Oh no, Nigel, you can't. Nah, Nigel, you've got to tell us. You can't just fake out on us like that. I want to know your opinion, Nigel. Can you imagine if Nigel Marvin came out on either side of that debate? The fan base would go nuts. Let's put in one more animal to you know what, let's be really random and just like add a mixed. These ones are kind of small, right? Yeah. Oh wow, they're actually kind of chunky.
Although it's much smaller than its cousin Paraceratherium, Juxiar takes up just as much space in my heart. Its smaller size was likely an asset when trying to move around the dense jungle habitats it once called home. though I use small relatively, because Jushiar is still a massive animal by today's standards.
Cute. Okay, well, well, hang on. Since we've had the little one, I think we are going to have to put the big one in, surely. Would you look at that? You can look in a Patasaurus, a Brontosaurus, right in the eye. Fuck off, Snow. Do we not have a weather control? Ah! Make it sunny, please. That didn't work. Yes, it did.
Paraceratherium may look totally alien at first, but look again. You'll notice the resemblance to its modern relative, the rhinoceros. While a rhinoceros's smile could be considered rather unpleasant, the teeth of Paraceratherium make its smile something to behold. Beneath that long upper lip are two sets of tusks that point at odd angles from each jaw, making them look like they seriously need a visit from the dentist.
That's kind of cruel. Oh, the Bronto is having a sit down. The Oranosaurus is wallowing or trying to drown himself, one of the two. I will sit in our pond. There's obviously, you can see that the models of the animals are like bouncing when they lay on the ground. That's a collision detection issue. They definitely need to work on that. Paraceratherium look a lot like a sauropod or a rhino giraffe. Yeah, kind of is basically a rhino giraffe. I've been thinking I wouldn't mind Jurassic World Evolution 3 not having baby dinosaurs if there was proper mini aquatics and the introduction of the Cenozoic roster with a nursery and other stuff. So, as we're coming up to the stream, what's you know, obviously I've been following this game now since the launch of Early Access. So, on the positives, I would say it is definitely feeling a lot more feature complete. It's definitely feeling like it's almost at the point where you could definitely play this game like Jurassic World Evolution with minimal modular building, which is so good. This is also doing a lot of things I like, with like how the vegetation layers and stuff, the changing of material for placed buildings, which that just works better than Jurassic World Evolutions. On the downside, obviously there's a load of bugs and artifacts and other problems. You can see the lighting, those yellow lighting flashes that are a problem. I'm going to assume that's a glitch. The game does need to be optimized. There's absolutely no reason that this should be struggling on my system, considering I literally built the system to play this game. So, oh Jesus, this is getting a bit busy, isn't it? And obviously the dinosaurs are very bare bones still. They don't have very many interactions or anything like that. So there's a lot more work that still needs to be done with them. But on the whole, so far, yeah, it is slowly getting there. I'm not sure what the red boxes mean. Oh, that they don't have any staff, because you need staff to run them. I don't think this is at the point yet where I would replace playing Jurassic World Evolution on the channel for this. And I don't think it's at the point yet where I would even make proper videos on it. Because it's still very feature incomplete, it's still got too many bugs, it's still not optimized well enough. But it's getting there. It's probably going to need another year's work before I think this is to a point where I would probably start doing videos on it more seriously. But yeah, I'm impressed with what they've done so far. Please report all bugs. Well, you know, that would take me a while to write up. But I mean, the random yellow. I don't know how to describe these. So what? This random like yellow and white sort of lights that seem to flicker around. It's definitely some sort of visual artifacting, which I think it's a lighting bug issue. So I will report that. I'll report the dinosaurs bouncing as well when they're laying down, because that's obviously a collision detection issue. There's still a serious problem that it feels like you can change any number of settings in the graphics settings and it doesn't seem to help the performance, so I'm tempted to report that as a bug as well. The level of detail pop in as well. Yeah, I mean, I'll report what I can. But yeah, it's coming up to the end of the stream. So thank you everyone for tuning in to this Prehistoric Kingdom stream. Obviously, thank you to those who donated as well, Fives and Rob. I think it was Rob, wasn't it? Let me just scroll back. Yes, Rob and Fives, obviously. Thank you for those donations. I'll see you guys on Friday, where we'll be back on Jurassic World Evolution 2, I think. Yes. And yeah, wherever you are, do stay safe, especially if you're in those areas being hit by flooding. Obviously, you know, pay attention to all the weather reports, obey the emergency services, all of that stuff. You guys aren't stupid. Do stay safe if you're in areas going through environmental turbulence at the moment. And I hope to see you guys on Friday. But until then, wherever you are, stay safe and good night.